Tamara Bubble. I am, for those of you new to the room, I'm an entertainer, songwriter, actress, and host of online TV show You Gon' Get Got, where we expose scammers once a week. And I also come back on this channel twice a week, and I talk to you guys. I have a podcast. It's called Starve No More, and it's for entertainers, musicians, sports athletes, comedians, models, actors, producers, you name it, videographers, photographers. If you're in the entertainment industry and you have a passion that you're pursuing, I give tips and ways and teach you guys how to help self-fund your entertainment career. So what I wanted to talk to you about today was, let me just say a notification that I got here. So this was on my Facebook. I have quite a few of my fans, and thanks for those hearts, guys. I have quite a few of my fans, and on my Facebook profile, I guess when they search for Tamara Bubble, they don't find the page first, and they'll follow me on my actual profile, or add me as a friend, and I add them back because I don't actually use that profile that much. I'm on Facebook at Tamara Bubble. Most people go to my page, but some people find my profile, so I'm not active on the profile, but I am active on my actual Facebook page. So if you go to facebook.com/Tamara Bubble, you'll find my page. Anyway, on my profile, I got a notification, and that sparked this conversation. So it said Yasar Sivri. So that's one of my fans. So shout out to him because he's very supportive of my music. Yasar Sivri marked safe during explosion in Ankara, Turkey. And I just want to talk about that because not many artists, not many entertainers, not many actors. I think that we know that this world is global, but we don't actually have a global mindset. Like, not too long ago, music and promotion and entertainment, it wasn't thought of globally. Like before the internet, before the ease of producing music and things, you kind of thought about your city first. You thought about popping off in your town and your neighborhood, and then you tried to expand, become nationally known artists, regionally known artists. Internationally known actor or actress, then you pursued international. But I don't think a lot of entertainers come out with the mindset now of starting off internationally. Like when people introduce themselves, they normally shout out where they're from. You know, they're repping their hood and things, but they don't start off aspiring to be international. And guys, I want to make sure that that's the mindset that you go into nowadays. Like you really have to think about it. And what sparked it was me getting that notification that one of my fans, because he's, like I said, he's been very supportive of my music. When I saw that it said he was marked safe during an explosion in Ankara, Turkey, a couple things popped in my head. Like, yo, I wouldn't even have known, first of all, this news without the internet, without just this global world that we live in. But you're usually in your bubble that you're not realizing that people are dodging bombs and things on a daily basis, like in some of these countries that they live in. And you have to be mindful of that. One, if you plan on being an international artist, if you plan on touring around the world, if you got your passport and you're ready to perform wherever, whenever, in whatever country, city, or state, or territory, you have to think about those things, because these natural disasters, these attacks, these terrorist attacks, these just explosions or whatever happened over there. I don't even know the full story of what happened with the explosion in Turkey. But these things happen regularly in countries. Like, you have to think outside of your country, because you have to think about your fans that are outside of your country. Like, I was really concerned because, like I said, I interact with that fan in particular a lot because he's very interactive. And very supportive of my music. And so it was like a wake up call. Like, yo, you really have to pay attention to your international surroundings and be aware of those things. Like, even for example, when my official website is tamarabubble.com. When I set up my website to be able to offer and sell my music on my official website, the first sale that I got on my website was international. It was from somebody in Spain. And so a lot of artists don't think about that. They always think about, if I can't pop up in my city, if I can't be the king of my town, or if I can't be the queen of my block, then I'm not going to keep going. You have to start off planning to be the queen and king of the world, princess and prince of the world. Like don't aspire to just take over your city and then stop there. You guys really need to be thinking about your fans overseas. You have fans buying and supporting and listening to your music in countries that you didn't even know that it was available over there. With the advent of the internet, it's easy for you to get your music out to the world. So don't be afraid to do just that. And also be mindful of that. Like I said, if you're planning on touring, if you're planning on visiting these countries, you have to be aware of what's going on. You set up a tour in the middle of a war, good luck getting home. Like, there have been some instances. There was I think it was Future's DJ. While Future was on tour, his DJ got locked up. I think it was for like weed or something. But he was locked up for a couple years in that country overseas. Imagine trying to. You think it's hard to call and collect in America? Try to call home, collect from overseas, and see what those phone bills are looking like. And so they have different laws and things over there. So if you are going to tour overseas, you have to be mindful of their laws and things too, because something that may not be a serious offense over here may be something serious over there, and you may struggle trying to get home. So guys, I just want you to think about those things. Think globally when it comes to your fans. Think globally when it comes to your touring. Think globally when it comes to your promotions. You don't have to only run ads in America. you can meet and greet people all around the world. And then until you get a street team over in Turkey, that's how you're going to reach your fans in Turkey, by the internet. So you have to, be interacting with those people too. And one of the ways that I do it, I'll tell you a little thing that helps me out a lot. So I'll give a shout out to freetranslation.com, because like I said, I have a lot of my fans on my Facebook page, on my Twitter, on my Instagram. All my social media is Tamara Bubble, and my official website is tamarabubble.com. I have fans that hit me up that don't speak my language, but I want to interact with them because they're buying my music. Like, I need to be able to say thank you in whatever language that you bought that music in, because you're going to hear English. And I don't know if they speak multiple languages, but I speak English fluently. That's my native tongue. And then Spanish, I can read and write it pretty good. And I have a really good accent too. So a lot of people think I speak Spanish, but I don't speak it as good as I want to. But I can speak a very little, un poquito. So but for other languages, like I said, I get messages and things and compliments and things that I would have no idea what they were saying if I couldn't translate it. And so I use freetranslation.com for that. So that's the resource that I wanted to shout out today, because like, it has helped me so much. I can hold conversations with people in their native tongue. Like, so one, I want them to know that I care enough to go an extra mile to interact with them. I care to take that next step and even find out what they're saying, because a lot of times when you see another language, like, most people write it off as like spam or just like, okay, whatever. I don't know what they're saying. No, if you're trying to reach your fans, if you're aspiring actress and someone watched your video and left a comment in another language, find out what they said. It may not be spam. It may not be gibberish. It's probably perfectly good compliment that, people are trying to reach out to you and, say things to you. Like, I've done interviews across the world. And what I'm saying is I haven't been out of the country. I haven't been out of America. I got an unstamped passport, but I got a passport because I'm going. I got that global mindset, and I'm heading out of this country to tour. Trust me on that one. But currently, I haven't been out of the country, but I've interviewed on every single continent. I've had interview on Indian college radio stations. I've had interviews on in Africa, and it was so dope. Like, I'm watching on Skype doing this interview, and I see this 10-year-old dancing to my music, like in Africa. Like, I thought that was just so dope. Like, the advent of technology and all your fans, and you trying to figure out where they are. They're worldwide. You're worldwide. So I need you guys to develop that global mindset. Be conscious of your fans that are overseas. Try to reach out to new people overseas. You don't have to start whatever country you live in, wherever you're born. If they don't like you in your city, step outside of your city. If they don't like you in your state, step outside of your state. If they don't like you in your country, step outside of your country. There are hundreds of countries and 7 big old continents. You don't have to stay in the North American one. So I just want to say that to you guys. And like I said, the resource is freetranslation.com. Reach out to your fans overseas. Find out the comments that they're leaving, the compliments that they're leaving. You can use free translation to copy and paste their comment to you, and also reverse it so that you can type in English and it'll translate into their language for you. And it also auto detects what language they're speaking. So just copy and paste whatever message they wrote to you into the translator. It'll translate to whatever language they speak and translate it to English for you. And then you can write back a response and respond back to them in their native tongue. Like, your fans will definitely appreciate the time and effort that it took. You don't even speak French, but you can hold a French conversation with your fans in France because you use freetranslation.com. That means a lot. And your fans, people overseas, are more respectful of music than Americans, honestly. Like, a lot of Americans, because there are so many people here that do entertainment, that do music, you get like disrespected, especially on the come up. But overseas, they really enjoy music and entertainment a whole lot, and are like love you and appreciate you and your talent and everything that you offer to the world. So take advantage of that. Get to know your fans overseas. Take that extra effort and interact with them in their language. Yeah, and yeah, because we're trying not to starve no more. That's the reason why I did this podcast. I want to give you guys resources. So what I do on Mondays on this channel, follow this channel, tap that Perry icon and press the follow button. On Mondays, each and every single Monday, I expose a scammer in entertainment. The TV show is called You Gon' Get Got. That's also the name of this channel. But then twice a week, I come on here and I give you guys tips and resources to help you starve no more. There's a Creative Artist Academy that I started because I do a lot in entertainment, and I want to share what I know. I want to help you guys. I want to help you guys not get scammed. And that's why I have the TV show. But then I have the podcast also, so that you have resources and places to go and learn about this business and figure out how not to be a starving artist. Figure out how not to be a starving actor or actress or model or comedian or dancer or what have you. Okay? Cool? Reach out to those fans. You got some across the world. Make some new fans. Make some new funds. Get your new money up. Starve no more. And interact with your fans worldwide, and be aware and cognizant of what's going on. If you plan on touring and stuff, don't tour to no country if they're bombing it right now. You know, you got to know what you're doing, and you got to be aware of your surroundings worldwide. We live in a global society now, and just be mindful of that. That's all. Bubble on deck.
Yeah.